What on earth is the 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 Act? That is what we're going to talk about today, because something that passed yesterday and is actually extremely relevant, but people don't really seem to talk about it. But this is the beginning. This is like literally the beginning of the regulation in the US, which will result in a bunch of inflows. Now, I just heard myself here, so something that is going to fix this, and it's actually extremely relevant. Guys, if you're here in the chat, I don't know what's happening here. If you're here in the chat, let me know. If you are, I was a little bit late. It's a little bit of chaos here. I'm gonna tell you, my kid is a little bit sick and I came in late and all that stuff. But I bring you the alpha here, which is super relevant. Cause, don't forget it fired today. Yes, Cause is already fired. What about my Ethereum? Ethereum, yes. Is it over? No, it's not. Fix Ethereum. We will fix Ethereum. Guys, let me know in the chat if you're here. Let me know. I see that we have 190, 200, 300 people joining us here. Let's get going. Bunch of things to discuss. One of the things to discuss is this. We do have the market giving us a little bit of a shitty vibe. You know, we've been so bullish yesterday and everything is good. And I do believe that, again, like yesterday probably was, you know, very clearly the local bottom was marked. I walked you through yesterday on it, and I told you why exactly that is happening. And so if you look at the chart, a little bit of a pullback happening here, which is happening very slowly. Yesterday, I don't want to deep dive into this, but yesterday I explained to you why this does not matter and why this is most likely to happen, and you have to buy that pullback. So if you have missed that show, check that out. But one thing that I wanted to celebrate is today marks the 30th day where Bitcoin is above 100,000 for the first time in history, which is, again, this is like something. I see people joining in now. So this Chub is here. That's good. Ready for Alpha. I'm happy. What up? Yo, Fefe, dressed up for the show today. Something serious must be happening in the market. Yes, CPI is happening as well. To the moon. Thank you. Sounds like Colombian flu. No, it's not. That's not what it is. It could be, but that's not what it is. So, but let's get into this. Like, what is this 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 Act? And we've been talking about the Genius Act as well. I'm gonna touch up on that. But what is this 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 Act, and why do I think it's a mistake that no one really talks about it? Well, the 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 Act was proposed by 𝗙𝗔𝗘𝗙𝗙, who is a representative, and he basically, the whole bill is about making clarity in crypto regulation in the United States. So if you see, you know, Gary Gensler has been against the space, has been attacking everything. There was no clarity. There were companies making crypto blockchain innovation. Listen to what he has to say. 𝗙𝗔𝗘𝗙𝗙 has proposed the bill.
Bill Hagerty is leading debate on the Genius Act, which is a dollar-backed stablecoin. That's what the CEO of 𝗙𝗘𝗙 was referring to. And here in the House today, the House Ag Committee and the House Financial Services Committee will be marking up our 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 Act, which gives the framework for regulations. What's a commodity? What's a security? How does a bank hold digital assets in custody? How do banks and individuals and peer-to-peer networks work? How do decentralized self-custody wallets work? How are they regulated? All that's contained in the 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 Act, and that's why both these bills are very, very important to the goal of a digital asset future for the U.S. You can't just pass a stablecoin bill and have any place to effectively use it. You need the 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 Act to give us that market framework that will make America the leader in crypto development and distributed ledger financial services.
So this is super important. The whole act is very, very important. We've been over the moon about the Genius Act, which was about the stablecoin regulation and how stablecoins can strengthen the US dollar, how they can be issued, how they can be capped, what percentage they have to keep in bills and whatnot. But this is specifically for blockchain tech, for DeFi, for how wallets can work, how banks can custody crypto, what reach the SEC should have, and all that stuff. And this is exactly what is happening right now. Now the question can be, what is exactly the 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 Act? It delivers real regulatory certainty, protects consumers, fuels US innovation, reinforces American leadership in global finance. That they obviously position it as, you know, could be the beginning of the US becoming the crypto capital of the world. Now, this whole thing came out in May 5th. The reason why I'm going to run through quick on what is really happening, voice cutting out every few seconds, please fix. I think this must be a YouTube. So refresh YouTube. So this was proposed on May 5th. And the whole idea was, it was just a discussion of a draft. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because by the 23rd of May, 29th of May, so not so long ago, this bill was proposed, and here's the about crypto regulation as a whole. Second, it shows the speed which things can move forward. So we don't necessarily expect clarity. And I heard a lot of people talk about, oh yeah, but clarity is not going to happen and this and that. But if you look at the facts and if you look at how fast this thing went from like zero to an actual bill proposed to the House, it is unprecedented, and I do think that this administration is doing an incredible job with crypto. David Sachs has been in Las Vegas when I was there, and he actually said that by August, they probably have finished everything they have promised relating to crypto, and they are looking for ways to give back to the industry, to flourish the industry. So this is absolutely huge. Now, if you look at yeah, it's heading to the House, yes. Now, why is it important? And why am I over the moon for this being approved and this being presented to the House very, very soon? One is, it brings regulatory uncertainty. Regulatory uncertainty has stiffed innovation, driven firms offshore, and left consumers at risk. So this, again, as we've been talking about yesterday, companies have come to the table with the SEC. They told them exactly where the loopholes are, what the problem is, and the SEC went after them the next day and subpoenaed the businesses and closed a lot of them actually down. So this will not happen if you have the Clarity Act. No clear jurisdiction exists between this SEC, CFTC over digital assets. There is no understanding and agreement between the governmental party as well. So that will be gone as well. The Clarity Act provides a unified framework for digital assets to close these gaps. So dealers' regulatory certainty protects consumers, fuels U.S. innovation, reinforces American leadership. Now, what it does not do, which is interesting, that it excludes NFTs, stablecoins, and digital reward points. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is actually a problem because people want NFTs and want digital reward points, but I do think that will come at a later stage. But you can't have everything at once. The fact that this has passed and there will be some kind of movement for WAS regulatory framework is very, very good. Not only because certain cryptos and blockchains and wallets and integration, but also because this moves, the whole machine is working in the background as well. And as you see, SEC Chair Paul Atkins is also saying that there will be a bunch of things moving into DeFi. The reason why it's very relevant is because we have to pay attention to, as I said yesterday, DeFi tokens. We have to pay attention to staking protocols. We have to talk about wallets and their tokens. We have to talk about stuff that is on chain, which I do believe is going to come back, and especially with the potential Solana ETF coming in, I do think that could be very interesting. We're gonna talk about all that now. There are rumors, there are expectations that the SEC is about 3 weeks away from creating. What is something is pinging in my ear, and I don't know what it is. You don't hear the ping? Okay, something is pinging in my ear. Anyway, for the next several years, so they will lay the foundation. We do have news about the Solana ETF, which we're gonna talk about. But here is what David Sachs said about this whole Clarity Act and why this is basically important. Why a clarity framework is important. And I want you to listen to this. Say it again. This does not have sound here. Something is off with the whole setup here. I don't know what's happening. Okay, this is I think it can be X, bro. I think something is not right with X. Anyway, so he was saying that it's not only the Clarity Act, but also the Genius Act. We can't pass a bill. Yeah, he says stop the ping. It sounds in many streams. Yeah, but I have the do not disturb night mode turned on. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so I can't hear the X either. That's X as well. So what they said that they cannot really pass the Genius bill without passing the Clarity bill. This is why it's very, very important that they speed up the process on the Clarity bill as well. The Genius Act, as we have talked about, is the regulatory framework for stable coins, US-based stable coins, US-backed stable coins, or US dollar-backed stable coins. And what is interesting is that there is a discussion on the, again, I'm just pointing out the speed which things are happening. There are certain discussions about the Genius Act. It's been going back and forth. Parties are debating, and then this just prolongs things. And there are people like John Thune, who's had enough of it, and he said there is something. I didn't know this was a thing. But there's something called a closure, which is basically forcing the parties to shut down debates and vote which is interesting because it is going to happen today. So as Bill Hagerty says here, tonight the Senate moved forward on the Genius Act. This groundbreaking bipartisan legislation will bring America's payment system into the 21st century. Genius Act skyrockets the United States with a digital payment framework for the fastest rails possible. It will ensure US dollar dominance, consumers will be protected, the demand for US treasuries will balloon to the tune of more than $1 trillion. So we're moving forward. It's not just the Genius Act, but it's also the Clarity Act, and that means that US-based stables, US-based projects could have a run, whether that's DeFi, whether that's just simple US-made coins. ADA is up, for example, as we learned yesterday. We're gonna look at them in a second, but we have to pay attention to these things because they are happening. Now, what else is happening is, let me know in the chat what's let me know what else is happening in the chat here. Let me just open this up here. Here we go. So what's happening? We can't hear the ping. That's good. We can't hear X. Yes, happening. Refresh your YouTube. Yes, can hear. Sounds like emails coming in. Do you think it's emails? I don't know. Is the cheap software? I'm pretty confident it's the cheap software, bro. Huh? Did he? Have you seen how Ren streamed for 3 years straight? Bruh, 720p. I was the first one bringing 4K to Bente, bruh. Sounds good to me. Hey folks, if you watch then it comes out after being recorded. Will it sound right? Yes, you can just refresh. You can just refresh. Ram messed the whole setup up. Ping sounds cuts. What's up? Make us rich. Sounds better after refresh. I see the ring. Cuz unboxing. When is Cuz unboxing happening? Cuz, we should unbox you. The spots by video 10 alts. Hello Fefe. So we put out any CPI news. It's coming out in half an hour. Didn't like the joke. I always like the joke. No show comments again. It's here. Buy shoes, Fefe. Yes. Love the Telegram. I love you back. Can't hear now. So what people say, a couple of things I want to say. One of the things is that we don't have a show on the 100x Club now. I have a trading channel, which is called the 100x Club. There is a link in the description of this show. So if you go in the description, and Cos is actually going to pin it as well. But if you go down here in the description, it says subscribe to Fefe's trading channel. We do live trading there. I give you trading education and we start to roll out videos like this. What is an order block? How does it work? So go and check that out. There's a link in the description to that specific video as well. Make sure that you go and check that out. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is yesterday I talked to you about one of the best things that I've seen for a very, very long time, and that is 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙. They are partners on the channel. I'm extremely grateful for them actually being, not even they are partners. I'm just grateful that they are created. The fact that there is a software or there is a company that can remove your data from databases that bug you with phone calls, emails, spam emails, letters, they know your address, they know your behavior, the spending behavior, your health information, all the stuff that they scrape online, they put it in a database and they sell that to companies, insurance companies, cold call companies. All these scam businesses buy these data sets and they know everything about you. The best thing about 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗏 is that you can sign up and for $12 a month, which is basically free, they remove you from all these databases. They have over 230 databases that they reach out to and they remove your information that promise you it is in there, because you probably get spam emails, you probably get scam calls, you probably get all these unnecessary spam stuff. 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗏 is the solution. There's a link in the description. I signed up. I love it. I do recommend you do the same. There's a link here. Go and check them out. You get 60% off on an annual plan if you get it through our link. I don't know how long it lasts. Probably lasts for another week or so. So I would just recommend looking at that. What else did people say? People said that they like, here's the trading channel. Go and check it out and go and check out the order block video later after this show. People also said they... what was some unboxing cost? We'll do that later. K-Sex removing 𝗙𝗘𝗙 today. It can happen. Now, I will tell you one thing about 𝗙𝗘𝗙. I told you about 𝗙𝗘𝗙 in Telegram as well for a long time. Here's the first time I've been telling you about 𝗙𝗘𝗙. 𝗙𝗘𝗙 is an incredible project, indexing for different chains, multiple chains. I told you about April 15th, and I said this is a great buying opportunity. I am adding here 15 cents. 𝗙𝗘𝗙 is at 24 cents. Sorry, 24 cents. So that's about, I told you about down here. Told you about it down here. It's up about a 70% since then. But the good news is that multiple things happened today. One is Coinbase added it to the roadmap. 2, there is Binance future listing happening today, and I didn't bring it here, but there is Bybit futures listing happening today as well. So SQD is making moves. You are the best. You are the best. Who got the 250 from yesterday? It's happening today on school. There will be a school workshop today, and it is happening there. So we're gonna give it away. Talking about school, I'm gonna show school as well because it's amazing. We do have a school. There's a link in the description. If you want to learn crypto, if you know someone who wants to get into crypto, I am there doing the workshops. So you might want to check this out and just send it to your mom, your neighbor, your friend. It's right here. Right here. Okay. Let me see what else is happening here. I've got some other news that I would move on to. The order book video was very useful. Yeah, I'm so happy. So we took this out again. There's a link in the description, but it's I'm gonna put more and more educational stuff out here. So it's worth subscribing and following there. Is the captain of the ship? Aye, thank you so much. Opinion on AI sector, probably gonna fly. Binance notification ping, yes. No, it's not. 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙, or maybe is it? Can it be Blowfin? I don't think it's Blowfin. I have Blowfin open here, which I didn't have before. I don't have Zoom. I don't have Zoom open. Why do I have screen sharing open? I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Anyway, let me get back here. What else do we have here? 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙, Bluefin, we're gonna look at it. 𝗙𝗘𝗙 is good. Episode today? No, because I put out a show. So I put out a video. There is no show. I put out a video here. Go and check that out. Bring more videos like that. It's coming. It's coming. Astronova, what's going on there? So I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit disappointed with Astronova, but they are moving forward. Like I am still, my money is also in there. Still waiting. I think they can have a very, very successful launch. The market picks up. Like very successful. We can make like a 4 or 5x on launch. If it happens, and if you got in when I told you, it's gonna be interesting. So I think, you know, it takes time, but I do think it's gonna be interesting. It can be very, very cool. All right, let's go. I've got some other news, which is pretty interesting. One is being my friend 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗧 says here 60% of Fortune 500 companies are now actively engaging in blockchain projects. According to Coinbase, innovation is happening. US and China talks on break will continue 8 p.m. local. So they're continuing the discussions with China and the US. Look at this picture. I mean, look at this picture, but I mean, seriously, look at this picture. So they are continuing the discussion. I think it is very, 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 very important that there is a resolution. And I do think Trump is genius. I think there will be a resolution. Bloomberg reports that U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is a possible contender for the Fed chair. I talked about this yesterday, and I said it will be very, very relevant to get a very good Fed chair. It's going to just turn on the printer, and it is going to happen next year in May. The SEC as potential spot Solana ETF issuers to update language surrounding in-kind redemptions and how issuers would approach staking, the sources said. So like there was similar discussions before the ETH ETF got approved, and now there is discussion on a potential staking element to the Solana ETF. That happens Solana to the moon. I'm telling you, we're gonna look at the chart, and yeah, it's just 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 explaining why Solana to the moon as well. On another news, just want to bring it here. Elon Musk. I regret some of my posts about President Donald Trump last week. They went too far. Of course, like he called the president a child banger, basically. That's what was happened. So it went too far. And I was updating you in the Telegram. Like I was telling you about what I'm doing and how I think this is not gonna be you know, it's not gonna be real. Something didn't feel right, and I left like voice notes and all that stuff. So so if you're in a Telegram, you know that. If you're not, link in the description. But what is interesting is that Trump is saying now, yeah, I could reconcile with Musk, like it could be working out. And I tweeted about this, and I said, it was the 6th of June, about a week ago, and I said, if Trump and Elon made this all up, Democrats gonna lose it so bad you've never seen it before. Why? Couple of things. One, now they're asking for the Epstein list to be released. Oh, no shit, really? Like, let's do it. Let's do it, bitch. Let's do it. And two, they are supporting, like they were the ones wanting to make this bill happen. That print. Now there is a possibility, in my opinion, that Trump steps a little bit back, adjusts a little bit, so it's good for Elon, good for Trump, and They might even release the Epstein list. So we're gonna see how this whole thing turns out. But this is what I believe is happening. And I think it's time to jump into the charts, because charts don't lie. And I think there's a bunch of things happening. We took trades yesterday, and I am in these trades. So I took these trades live on the show today. I'm doing extremely well, as you see. But again, I want you to note that these trades were 3x leverage positions, all calculated, small stop, 3-4% on the account, and some of them do not have liquidation prices, do not have stop losses, because I'm taking this for the next leg up. So there is a little bit of pullback, which I've been calling for yesterday, and I said if we can get this pullback, we should be buying into, and the pullback is happening. So I do believe this here is a massive long opportunity, whatever you're looking at. Why? Because there is a clear close above here on the total. That means that's a market structure break. We continue the trend, and there is a very clear 1 hour OB. So we came back, the price came back 50% just now. It will still need to come back a little bit more, So still need a little bit more. You can consider it from here, by the way, as well. If you look at the 15-minute, it came back. If you look at the hourly, it hasn't yet. But if you are looking for scalps, or you just want to add to the position, which I'm going to do once this happens, I just need a higher high here. This did not close below, so that's not gonna be that much relevant, but I'm looking for a higher high here to add to the position. Once we get back to this 3.39 trillion-ish mark on the total market cap, I am going to add to the position. I'm going to just add to my positions and then just keep layering in. I do believe that all-time highs are coming next. Now, whether it's coming from here or at some point we're gonna get a pullback, but I detailed this yesterday. Even if we get a pullback to 3.26, nothing really is going to happen. So I have my positions open. Bitcoin, I had, let me see. Let's see here. I'm gonna scroll up here. This is, by the way, bluffing, guys. There's a link in the description. Non-KYC, available worldwide. They costed it a third-party Fireblock, so your money is completely safe. So I would recommend you try a bluffing. But if you look here, so there is a Bitcoin, I took it here, there's massive liquidity building up. I'm not worried at all, even if it comes back to the 107 region. I said all the way down to the 105, it's a buy. All the way down, the local bottom is probably 100,000. It's not dipping below that. Airwave, it's coming back nicely, so I would like to add it around 6.6. If that happens, I am going to be interested in adding. Render down here, I mean, it's probably going to wick through here. So I would not be surprised to see render at like 3.75. If that happens, it's a big add. It's a big add if it happens. Cardano did quite well. It's just climbing up, but again, can come all the way back down, 6.72, 6.6-ish region. AVAX, same thing here. AVAX could be an incredible add at like 20.7-ish region. SUI could be good, looking at 3.23, and then we can look at other tokens as well. I want to look at Solana, which I haven't opened yet, but I do believe Solana and the Solana ecosystem tokens, like especially when it comes to staking, I do think we can look at Jito, we can look at Radium, we can look at all these protocols where liquidity can be provided for staking through the ETF. So could be interesting. So I think Fefe, read the chat. Let me read the chat here a little bit. Let me read the chat here a little bit. So it's like China-US trade deal has been done. Let me see. TJ has not sent us anything. Let me see. So it's like China and US trade deal has been done. I think we could close CME gap at 105. Yes. Read the chat. What about Sonic? Elon was high, probably ketamine journey. Trump is scared that Elon knows about the Epstein files. I don't know. Trump says China deal done. Does he say China deal is done? Is this TJ is sleeping here a little bit, bruv. Let me go to Bento Bubbles. This is where I usually come in. If something happened, it has to be here. 3 minutes ago, CPI today, event CPI. That's not breaking. President Trump says our deal with China is done. Done. Subject to final approval with President Xi and me. Subject to final. Trump says the US is getting a total of 55% chance. China is getting 10%. Oh man, I don't smell good about this. Like I don't like this. I don't like this, and I'll tell you why I don't like this. I'm just not sure if this is true. Subject to final approval with the president up front. Full magnet and any necessary rare earth will be supplied upfront by China. Likewise, we will provide the China that was agreed to, including Chinese students using our colleges and universities, which has always been good with me. We're getting a total of 55% tariffs. China is getting 10%. Relationship is excellent. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I mean, if this in any way gets confirmed, bro, Valhalla! 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 Yeah, I mean, I'm down. Like, I think I'm super happy. Like, if this happens... Say again? I mean, I drafted this for the newsletter. By the way, guys, I want you to do this. Subscribe to the newsletter. Honestly, if you don't like, you can unsubscribe. I'm actually going to wait for it now. You want to come here. You want to scroll down here. Both. Pin both, please. This, Cuz is going to pin this in the comment. I'm going to wait now. I'm genuinely going to wait now because I think you're missing out by not subscribing. There are charts in here. There are news in here. Comes in every day. And if you don't like it, you can just unsubscribe. It's simple. Cuz pinned it here. One message, brother.
It's too many. The characters too many.
Subscribe to the newsletter, guys. Seriously, scroll down onto the description. Just come down here and subscribe to this newsletter. The daily candle for early movers. Good morning crypto for fresh crypto news. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. All right. What else is happening here? Someone threatened Elon to shut up. I don't think so. I think Saul is about to pump. Yeah, newbie here. Don't take my word for it. It's on X. I see it on Bloomberg. It's good. Bullish. Isn't there an AI conference going on? I don't know. The fact that it's still subject to approval is raising questions. Yeah, it was already mentioned in the Dutch national news this morning. Here is Cuz sending this in. Guys, I'm genuinely telling you, please go and subscribe to the newsletter. You miss out nothing. Check out the first 2, 3. If you like it, stick around. If you don't, unsubscribe. It's your call. But I think you're limiting yourself by not doing it. Newsletter to slow. We need Fefe live 24 hours. Yeah. Newsletter too slow. Well, this is why you have the Telegram, bro. Like, this is, I'm sharing everything in the Telegram. Like, I'm genuinely sharing everything in the Telegram. I'm sharing when I'm live. I'm sharing the order block video. I'm sharing, there is deals that I'm sharing in the Telegram that you might want to check out. There are memes that I'm sharing. There are everything, interviews. There are the vlogs, everything is in the Telegram. It's really worth joining it as well. I believe when I see charts pump, no reaction on the market waiting for CPI. Yeah, waiting for CPI. CPI is going to be good. I think the CPI, we should wait for CPI, but we'll see if we can. Cuz says no, so we're not gonna wait for CPI. Oh, no. I don't feel like it. CPI will dump down here. Check this out, I'm telling you. CPI, so let's see this. What's the expectation here? Core 0.3. 2.5 is the forecast. What does Trueflation say? Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh my god. I thought I opened like some porn sign. True dark. Trueflation says 1.94. And expectation is 2.5. I mean, I think it's gonna be coming in lower. It's gonna be coming in lower, and with everything accelerating, I think it's worth taking a position. I think this will have a little bit of a wick here. We should position ourselves. Okay, let's do this. So let's wait for open. Let's wait for CPI. Why not? I'm very freaking tired, but let's do it. Follow the chat until then. Buy coins that already showed strength on coins that you do not run yet. Yes, Telegram is more closed than that newsletter. Yes, what's happening with Plume? Very disappointed with this RWA project. Thoughts? I don't know. Wait for CPI. Wait for CPI. Let's do a vote. Should we wait for CPI or not wait for CPI? Dollars that describes them all. I don't know what that is. How long more until CPI, boys? 12 minutes. 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗘 has no futures anywhere. Probably early listing. CPI dump to take Sol. Yes. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna live trade the CPI then. Let's do it. Cuz, should we take a 100x leverage position here?
Yes.
Should we?
Yes.
Okay. So it's 5% on Sol, easy. So I'm gonna take a 100x leverage position here. 100x, I will lose 500% here. Okay. Sounds promising, bruv. I don't know. I can change. So I'm gonna give you. Okay, I'm gonna give you a lesson here. Okay. So just for the education, we're waiting for CPI. I do think this will get taken. By the way, this is liquidity. So I do think this will come down. Probably wick into this breaker block here, which we call a breaker block, the last high on an uptrend. So it's probably gonna come down here and wick in here and whatever. But just for entertainment purposes, I am going to take a 100x leverage long here. Pay attention, okay, kids? Pay attention. Here's what we're gonna do. When we have a stop loss here at 5%, you see that it's 5% down here. If I take a 100x leverage position, I'm gonna prove you that you can take a very high leverage trade with minimal risk. Okay, so you have a 5% stop loss down here, and you have a 100x leverage. That means you multiply the leverage with the stop loss that you have. Meaning I will lose 500% of the position. That means if I put in $100, I will lose $500, okay? So I go to Bluefin and I put in, first of all, I pick isolated margin. Why? Because with cross margin, it even says here, all positions under the same margin assets share the same asset cross margin balance. That means, in plain English, if I have money on my account, I can lose everything. So I have, how much money I have? $2,900 here and all the rest is in a position. I can lose everything here, okay? So if I put it on isolated, I can only lose what I put in the trade. And I'm gonna be a DGEM mofo, so I'm actually gonna go, just so you know who you're dealing here with, I'm gonna go market, and I'm gonna put in $100. So I lose $500. I'm gonna go back to zero if this goes down on my trading account. Why not? Not minus, but like I'm gonna wipe all the profits from the.
But don't do that.
Why?
Just do the half of the profits.
Okay, let's do $50. Okay, let's do $50. I go 100x leverage. I can't do 100. I do 50. So I do 50 and then I do $100. So if it's 5%, 5 times 50, 250. So I'm actually gonna do 200. No, I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go 100. Yes, okay. I'm gonna go $100. I'm gonna take this position. Bam, market, buy, good. I'm gonna put my stop loss down here. Where is my liquidation? Estimated liquidation, 1. Oh, no, I still have to add margin. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help me if I do it isolated. I'm gonna close this position. I can't do it isolated because I have to add to the position and it's gonna be weak. So I'm gonna go 100, 50x, isolated, 50, 100. It's gonna be cross, bang, 100, buy long, confirm, buy long, bang, stop loss 155, stop loss 155. Hold on, actually I didn't monitor the cost. Okay, so I screwed this up here. Here we go, buy long, bomb, easy brother, easy brother. Let's see what's happening here. 500, that's good. Just gonna wipe my profits if we get stopped on this one. We shouldn't get stopped on this one. I think it's going to be very, very good. So anyway, I'm just taking a degen trade here. Do people like this in the chat or what's happening here? Next James win, yeah. Wait CPI, put stop loss. Charge for 12 minutes, run some charge for 10 minutes. Yeah, wait for confirmations, don't guess. What are you expecting, bullish CPI bearish? I'm expecting bullish CPI. What are the expectations, TJ? Forecast expectations show mild headline. Okay, so let me see what's happening here. Oh, everybody's expecting it to come lower than forecast. That's good. That's good. Oh, that's the year on year. What is the year on year here? Yeah, exactly. 6 minutes. That's good. Should be good, guys. It's going to be. I think we're in for a ride here. I think we're in for a ride here. I'm just saying. I think we're in for a ride here. So the expectation is everybody's expecting it 2.4. And that's good year on year, 2.4. It's fantastic because the forecast here is 2.5. So, and I do think it's gonna come in lower, so I'm not like really worried about it. I'm not like really worried about it. Let me see what's going on here. I think we're gonna be printing here, bruv. What do you say? I mean, the total does not look good, bruv. Should I just pull this in here? I mean, this is gonna be legendary. So let's see. I'm gonna pull total. Yeah, I think it's good, bro. It's just liquid Asia. We're good. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, I'm telling you, we're gonna pump like a mofo. I'm telling you, we're gonna pump like a mofo. Also, join the Telegram, guys. There's a link in the description. Cuz is going to pin it. Pin it, Cuz. Pin it up here. Think CPH bearish. Limit order 1.6. What's your wife saying when you're gambling away her shopping? Where's everyone? Strawberry Moon. Might long myself if I wasn't ready. The market must be expecting high. Problem is with all these news, they're coming lower, which means Fed don't need to cut rates. No, exactly that's what it means. If CPI is coming in lower, that exactly means they have to cut rates. Look at USD denominator, teach how to read charts. I need trading view or free version enough. Free version is enough. And just join the Telegram. I want to take a hype trade though. I just don't know if hype is... Yeah, I mean, I'm not... Okay, let's go. Let's see this. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's see what else. I think we're gonna get a wick down here actually on salt. Like I think we're gonna go 162 and then bounce. That's what I think is going to happen initially. Doge, Sui, AVAX, charts look like nuking. I mean, this will be the biggest fumble ever if CPI cut. This is like a proper gamble, by the way. Anybody's watching, just so you know. Tau is good as well. Look, Tau limit 410. I'm gonna do this. Tau limit 410. Stop loss down here, 3%. %, 10x, 30%. Here we go. 400. Okay, my Tau is in as well. We're gonna look at the, can we make it like, how much time do we have? Oh, we have a little bit of time. I'm gonna make it, how can I make it like 4 or 3? Will it make sense at all? This is the total market cap. This is gonna be Tau. How much time do we have left, guys? How much? There we go. It's gonna be Tau on the bottom down here. The total is in range. It came back 50 perfectly. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful. It's primed. Primed. No TP yet. This is what these DJs need, bro. Look, 900 people watching me lose money. This is super exciting. We should, okay, note it. We should make it into like, we trade every single high volatility shit on 100x leverage, on 100x club. Okay, a minute. Okay. Okay, the total is bouncing here. News is coming out very soon in 30 seconds. $14 seconds. And the total even closed below here. So if this is an MSS, then that's it. Then it's game on. 4 seconds. Pending. Market is bouncing. 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 2.4. That's what I'm talking about. Send it to Valhalla. Look at the total market cap. What does it do? Look at it. What's happening? What's happening? Send it to Valhalla. Send the bags to Valhalla. We just made $99. Yeah. Send it to Valhalla. I can buy a coffee at Starbucks. People are just joining in here. Welcome, everybody. Do you have... What is it? CPI month to month comes in 0.1% low. What is it? Core comes in at 0.1. Are you kidding me? 0.1. Send my bags to Valhalla. The US negotiations with China is going good. There is regulatory uncertainty with the Clarity Act. There's the Genius Act happening the vote today. There is CPI coming in lower. There is a new SEC chair. There is a new Fed chair happening soon. What on earth are we waiting for? Send my bags. There we go. Look at this. Look at this beauty. This is how you calculated gamble. This is how you gamble. I think I should close it because if it wicks down, like I'm gonna be like an idiot. So no, but no, the total is beautiful. It's beautiful. Comes back 50. Market structure shift. Everything is good. I'm a little bit sad that our tower didn't hit. I'm gonna remove that now. So I'm gonna remove my tower order. Cancel. There we go. And yeah, I mean honestly, just write it. Who took the trade? Who took the trade? It's in. Pump to zero. I didn't even say the Solana ETF. I didn't even say the Solana ETF. I mean, this was proper. This was proper. What's happening? Me, Doge, TP, Moon, brother, Moon. We need a Moon back here. TP, Moon. I'm long Doge, ETH, 50x. I took Fortcoin, I was cooking. I did, but not 100x. Me, I'm long. Yes, not enough. Me, $10 in my pocket, I did. Took it, but 20x. Respect, nice call, bro. With 25x. Me, let's go. Sol, Moon, nice call. Good, cause we gotta cut this out. We gotta put it on X. And fam, whoever took these trades, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. There's a link in the description to my Telegram. We take much more calculated trades, not like these DJ shit. So if you want to learn how to trade, there is the free Telegram link literally up here on your phone. You can just click on it, pin into the comment section, and you will be able to join there. I will approve. I think I'll approve all of you today. Why not? Took the Sol, but only 20x. Good. I got into Tau at 358. Should I hold for the next leg? You should. Good call. Well done, Fefe. I am happy for you guys. I am genuinely happy for you guys. The total is just flying. The total is just flying. It's not giving in. Now, of course, pay attention here. Anything can happen. This is news trading, so it's a quick scalp. I should be closing my my 100x leverage long position on Solana, to be very honest with you. I should definitely be closing that, but I'm not going to. So, Cos, did you take any of the trades?
I long BTC because of the sessions in the morning.
Oh, did you long Bitcoin? Okay, I mean, not bad for a boomer. CP at 3.4. Maximus, did you just arrive? GM, my brother. GM. 2K easy 20% already. Shall we keep the trades open? Been on waitlist since the beginning. TP, me. Been on waitlist? I think you're in the wrong Telegram. I'm out. Yeah, you should. I mean, you can take this. Like, you can. Yeah, stop loss, break even, whatever that might be. You know, it's your call. I'm gonna be keeping them for a little bit. There are trade talk announcements in the US, so US China. So I don't know how much it makes sense to keep them open, but like on the performance, I'm gonna cut. Like for example, render. I took it as a scalp. Like this is like, I don't even know what render is doing here. Like, you see render. Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah. I'm gonna leave everything like this, as it is. I'm gonna leave everything as is. See Sol. Yeah, Sol is good. Like, I'll definitely keep Sol until this 168. Like, I'll probably TP there, but it's really all cool. This was just a scalp, news, scalp trade, whatever. We have protected our downside. You do whatever you want to do. If you want to understand why I actually would hold Sol until 168, is because this is an order block here. And if you don't know what an order block are, you ought to watch this video here on the 𝗕𝗏𝗏 Club, which is my trading channel. Go and check that out. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this time with me. I hope you gained some value. I hope you took some trades. I hope you, yeah, just enjoys yourself. Check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching. And I believe I'll see you in the next one.